Hi YouTube, this is 910 Gecko Gal. I just want to talk to you just a minute about a couple of things. It's so great to have the Dubia colony if you've got someone to feed, you've got a gecko or two or whatever. We start with like 100 nymphs like I did not that long ago. And what happens is then you end up with so many, and look at that egg. Look at that. There's more babies going to be born right there that I don't need. Um, they breed like crazy, and so I guess this is just a little video on breeding responsibly because Dubias, I just found out they're just prolific breeders. Just if you only have a few animals to breed, to feed like I do, this is just like way too many Dubias. And even with your best efforts to control the colony, it'll outgrow you pretty quickly. But I mean, we share some of that responsibility. So I want to talk to you a little bit about maintaining your colony and your numbers. You need to keep your breeding colony in one place and just have your feeders in another place, so you know what you're dealing with. You know how many you use. You'll have a good idea how many you're going through, and what you need to maintain for your animals, the amount of animals that you're keeping. When your colony gets to the size that you need, like mine is, a little bigger than what a lot bigger than what I need, but not way out of control like a lot of people that I see. You need to start maintaining your numbers and try to keep them down, because I mean, everybody's big thing is, oh, look how many I did, and I've got like these millions and the millions, and you get caught up in that mess. And then what you got a whole bunch of Dubias that you don't need. The first thing you want to do, if you want to maintain your colony, take it off the heat. I mean, people want you to believe that their colonies are growing so big because they're just, I guess they got this superfood that they're feeding them, which food is important for what you're feeding your animals, because they're going into your other animals if you get them as feeders. But it's no secret, and there's no magical thing to Dubias. You give them some food source, you give them some source of moisture, and you give them heat, and they're going to do what they do. So I mean, go on like kingsnake.com, the forums, or the All Pets Roach forum, or even some of your gecko forums, and just ask people, if they have any Dubias. If they're like myself and they have extra Dubias, you can have them for shipping only, a box and shipping. Because if you have extra, we want them to be used. Because what happens is people mass produce these things thinking they're going to get rich off of them and make all this money. Then they don't make the money, and the Dubias die in here. And that was never the purpose of buying them, was for them to die in here. It was for them to have a purpose with their life, to feed something. And actually, I even have a couple of display cases because I just think they're beautiful. But I want you to stop buying everybody's Dubias. That's one thing. Breed responsibly. Call off your colonies. Take your excess males out. You can feed them off. You can give them away. You can freeze them, which I do. I'm going to do another quick video after this, and I'm going to show you how start feeding off your larger nymphs. I'm going to show you how to sex those real easy, real quick. And you don't have to wait until they're grown to see if they're a male or a female, whether or not you want to feed them off. Just go ahead and feed them off, and just be responsible. So that's my whole thing. Stop buying into the hype of everybody getting 50 million Dubias, acting like they're doing something great. They're not. You can do it too. Anybody can do it. It's too easy. It's too easy. You produce what you need. Share. It's not going to kill you. You paid what? You paid for 100, you end up with 50,000. Share. Give them away. Don't try to, or if you want to be a roach breeder, then be honest and say that you're a roach breeder. You're raising roaches because you want to breed them, because you want to make money. Don't act like, they just bred out of control and you had no part in it. So that's all I want to say. Hope it makes sense to somebody out there.